Hey planners, it's Tay of Shantae Plans and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be memory planning the week of June 6th to the 12th and using the Lemoncello. I don't know why I keep wanting to add an H to that word. I think it's Lemoncello, right? Because Lemoncello would have an H in it. I'm making too much of this. I am going to be memory planning with this beautiful lemon themed kit from Me Two Lil Bees. It's so stunning. But the most exciting thing that is happening in this spread right now, I am using a 7x9 regular A55 kit and a B6 planner. And this is totally new for me. I had been feeling a bit overwhelmed with my 7x9 planner lately. And for anyone who's been following my channel for a while, you know I've been very inconsistent with uploading plan with me's lately, and that's mostly because this summer has been really busy for me, and so it was making it difficult for me to have the time to sit down, plan, edit, and upload videos. And so I was thinking, well, maybe if I had a smaller planner, be a little bit less time consuming, I'd be able to keep up or catch up or do something better with my plan with me's and my videos and not be so inconsistent with them. And so I thought, well, let's try out a B6 planner and see. My hesitation with going to a B6 planner, because I've had one before, but because you only get 3 columns if you're working with a 2-page layout instead of the 4, I would always have to sacrifice like having a sidebar, which I really enjoy my sidebar because some of the things that I've been enjoying the most this year has been the foundation of my spreads, my bottom washi, the date cover deco, and my sidebar. I've been really enjoying those elements. And so I was trying to think, well, what if I kept them? And what if I still wanted everything to fit on a 2-page layout? How do I do that? How do I make that happen? And I'm going to show you how I decided to make that happen in this spread. And so because I have my plum paper planner in which I write down all of my plans, if I'm just looking for like a full and accurate history of what happened to me, I can always go to my plum paper planner for that. With my memory planner, this is a lot more about scrapbooking and highlighting certain memories and being able to have fun playing with stickers and do something decorative and have a creative outlet. And so what I realized was, well, you don't have to write down every single thing that happens. You can really pick and choose. And I think that part was really freeing in trying to figure out how I was going to put this layout together, because what I realized is oftentimes one of the things that, gets said pretty commonly in the planner community is that, we're very repetitive with some of the things that we do on a daily basis, which is normal. That's just how normal life is. We have schedules and routines and things that we repeat. And so I feel like doing it this way is really going to be equally just as easy for me as being in a 7x9 planner. And so what I decided, and this was a lot of sort of trial and error with this first spread, because this was my first time doing it, using a 7x9 kit in a B6 size planner and wanting to try to keep the format as similar as to what I would do in my A5 wide as possible. So went in not only with just one, and originally I just put down one because I wasn't sure if I was going to put in both of the strips of the bottom washi or just try to narrow it down to one. And I was asking myself, okay, do I need the space? How do I do this? And then I loved what I did with the date cover deco, and then I didn't even put dates in the date cover deco area. I just decorated it, decided to do a full sidebar. I've really been enjoying creating decorative sidebars this year, and knowing that I was unsure about my spacing, I opted to work my sidebar from the bottom up, which did leave me with a little bit of an awkward space, and I'll show you what I did as I got there. But working from the bottom up, I started creating the scene that was going to be the background for the fashion doll, and the fashion doll is from Red Lyrics. Added in the torn paper from the journaling kit, that floral butterfly foiled piece from Sadie Stickers, and then the butterfly trim on top of that torn piece was also from a Sadie Stickers $2 Tuesday. Oh, it's also on my freebie from Sadie Stickers right now, by the way. I love that, like randomly remembered that, hey, that's also on my freebie. And then moved up to the top of that sidebar column and started working on the month section. I put down some of the deco from the kit, and there were some really amazing deco pieces in this kit. One of my favorite things about Two Lil Bees kits, you get so much to work with, and her deco add-ons always have just amazing clip art images and things like that. And so got those down, added in some layered foiled florals from Sadie stickers, and then the June script is from Paper Trail Plans. And then I had sort of just this awkward space and realized, well, obviously can't put a quote box there, but decided to put a little fancy box from the kit there, and then later I'm going to add one of my quotes from my collab with Paper Trail Plans. And what I realized now, because one of the things I did was, as I started putting the days of the weeks down, which I put those inside of the columns instead of in the date cover deco area. That was a tongue twister, above the columns like I normally would, because what I'm going to do for a couple of days of the week is I'm going to use the column for more than one day. But so we're in our first column. I've placed down one of the full boxes, and then I've added a Monday script. And so this first column is going to be for Monday. And what I didn't do was I didn't add date dots. And I think what I may do the next time I do my spread, that box area where I had that awkward space in the sidebar, I may go ahead and put a date range in there, and then just not necessarily put my date dots on each of the days, but I could put sort of in the sidebar what the date range for that week is going to be, where it would say just June 6th through the 12th in the sidebar. I might give that a try. I might add date dots to the columns. I guess I'll just play around with it and figure it out as I go, which kind of was the running theme of this entire spread. But it brought something very new and fresh. And I think because I've been doing this now since 2018. And I think the longer I've been in the planner community, the things that continue to keep it new and fresh and exciting for me are first and foremost kits. And I love the fact that I get so inspired by the stickers, by the images, by the things that and the possibilities of what I can create when I see them. The way that kits have continued to evolve, and all of the different accent stickers that we use, that's definitely where my inspiration and my passion for this hobby continues to grow with excitement. And then getting to try new things and sort of shifting how I decide to approach planning is what keeps me excited about this year. This is where I go back in and just add a quote to that sidebar, which I honestly was just trying to figure out what can I put there, which to me, it honestly ended up feeling a little bit too crowded to have that quote there right under that June script. It felt a bit much, which is why I think going back, as I look back on it, I was like, you know what? It would have been much cooler if you would go ahead, if you would put the date range there, but that's okay. This was a full-on learning experience, and I'm really glad I filmed it, because ordinarily in these types of situations, usually when it's like my first time trying something new in my planner, I typically don't film it. And I think I learned my lesson with a journaling spread that I did, where I was trying inking in my journal for the first time, and I'm obsessed with the way that spread came out in my journal. And I didn't film it because it was new, it was different, and I was nervous. And I regret not filming it. And that was why when I sat down to do this, even though I knew I was going to make mistakes, I knew I was going to, in doing this for the first time, I was going to be trying things that as I continue to do this, I'll get better at them. But I'm still glad that I filmed it, and this is sort of taking you guys along with me on this process of learning and figuring out what I'm going to do, because this is very new territory for me. Even though I've been in a B6 before, there's a planning style and method to utilizing a B6 on 2 pages that the way I decided to plan, this is not it. So moving into our second column, as I try my new thing. Oh wait, I didn't even say what happened on Monday. Monday, I was not feeling well. I was feeling sick. I started out working from home, and then like halfway through the day, I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm calling it. And then laid in bed, watched All American with B. and had grocery delivery, which I was probably ordering myself some soup. And then on to Tuesday, which in this column, what I decided to do was to give Tuesday the top half of the column and Wednesday the bottom half of the column. And started off by marking that I'd ordered a baby shower gift for my cousin, whose baby shower was going to be that weekend, and then did some editing. On to Wednesday, I love the way I marked Wednesday. I'd been playing around with like creating little sort of dividers in my regular 7x9 planner, and I loved this because it almost made me feel like sort of the way I typically mark my month section, and just utilizing sort of the same concept as the background or header for the Wednesday section. And then I marked that I had a pedicure appointment, and then we had completed production on the binders for the second production run for the binders for Ray and Tage. So exciting, which at the point of me now doing this voiceover, the binders are finally in our warehouse and we are getting ready for launch day, which I'm so excited about. It's been so much work and we've been working so hard, and I appreciate everyone's patience so much. It's been a lot of work getting everything restocked and getting ourselves ready to be back. Moving on to Thursday. So, moving into the second half, what I realized was I could double up Thursday and Friday in this column, or I could add another full box to Thursday and then just use that for just Thursday and put Friday and Saturday together. And that was what I ended up doing. So I started off by putting down a header, adding the Thursday script on top of it. And then I'm marking a meeting that I had with my boss. I got some happy mail from Paper Trail Plans, and this was a lot of fun. As I was figuring out this format, when I got to Thursday, I realized that, okay, if I'm going to do this, one of the things that for sure I knew I was going to lose was not getting to use as many full boxes as I would in a 7x9 spread. But that I was able to fit 3 full boxes into this spread was really encouraging for me. And I know as I continue to do this, I'm going to play around with my format even more, and I'll learn new things as I go along. And I feel like that's always the thing whenever I'm trying something new with my planner. I feel like it's sort of taking baby steps, because once you get something down and you kind of know the rules, as it were, and which is so funny because I always feel like there are no rules when it comes to planning. You get to do whatever you want with your planner, but there is sort of a format that's that I consistently use even in my 7x9 planner. And the great thing about that is once I know what my format is, then I can start sort of bending the rules or sort of tweaking it and doing something different, right? Once I've been doing a spread a certain way for a couple of weeks, a couple of different spreads, then I get used to it. And then my creativity goes, well, what if you tried doing this? Or what if you changed that? And I feel like that's where so much of my inspiration comes from, and why I end up doing random things in my date cover deco area, or deciding, after years and years of using my sidebar very, very functionally, to going, well, what if you decided to use your sidebar decoratively? And I think those are the moments where you have those sort of little creative bursts that that take your planner to like just a whole different type of space, and you're just like, yeah, that would be great, let's try it. Anyways, back to Thursday. We did an episode of Plans Change on Thursday, and moving on to Friday, here's where my total novice of like, hey, this was my first time doing this, so I'm going to beg everyone to forgive me that I totally forgot to put down the Friday script on Friday. And it was so funny because I wasn't sure if anyone knows. I kind of felt like somebody might notice, because Friday's just like not there. And Keepsake Plans, hey girl, she commented on it on Instagram. And she was like, I feel like I'm going crazy. I don't see Friday. And I was like, no, you're not crazy. It's not there. And it's supposed to be. And I'd started marking because I started marking some stuff for Ray and Tay. We had gotten a delivery at the warehouse of some of our inventory coming in. And then B and I went to go see Jurassic World that day. And that all happened on Friday, which I decided to split this column between Friday and Saturday. And it's here as I am putting down Saturday to mark Saturday. And I used this, I mean, seriously, that little swatch with is that lemon oil? I guess the whole little scene in that swatch is just so incredibly beautiful. I love this kit, the design of it, the details, the images are stunning. And as I was putting that down, I looked up and realized I had forgotten to put Friday in the header at the top. And so, yep, that was all me. But again, we're giving Tay a little bit of grace because this was her first time and she messed up. But that's okay. So I marked my Saturday. And so everything under here is Saturdays. I was going to a women's conference that morning, which was so amazing. A lot of fun. I was so glad to be there. And then afterwards, we went over to my cousin's baby shower, which was like the first of 2 back-to-back baby showers. June is like baby showers central in my family all of a sudden. And because I had one cousin's baby shower that Saturday, and then the following Saturday I had another cousin's baby shower. So yes. And then moving on to Sunday. And so because of the way this worked out, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday ended up each getting their own columns, and then I doubled up Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Friday and Saturday. And so far, I really like that format. I feel like that gives a really nice layout to the days, and I think I will probably continue forward with that for my next spread. I am really excited to do my next spread and see what I keep from this, what I learn from it, and what I change, and how I proceed forward with this. So moving on to Sunday, I'm starting by marking Sunday. And after forgetting Friday, I was very proud of myself for getting Saturday and Sunday right. And I started by marking that I slept in, got up, and I had an eyelash appointment. And which, if you don't know, I have eyelash extensions and I get them filled every 2 weeks, and I love them. Eyelash extensions are awesome because you can have really lazy makeup days. If you have your lashes done and your brows on, you don't have to do anything to the rest of your face. It just, you look fine. It is my lazy makeup face, and it's wonderful. Which is why I've become addicted to these things, because it makes it so easy to be lazy with my makeup choices. And then had relaxing Sunday, just hanging out and watching the and I want to say it's the 4th season of All American that was uploaded onto Netflix. That's it for this spread. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next video. Bye.